Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for June 29th, 2017. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, only 29 players, but still up, and I'm very happy about that. And because of the relatively simple nature of the ship and the few things that could vary, quite a bit of spread on the top 10, but at the same time, a lot of people got pushed down. Now, I'm sure there were still zeros, because Swarm. Just Swarm. But overall, not too difficult yesterday, and pretty much everyone made it through relatively unscathed, and pretty much everyone made it through faster than I did. Jupaka ended up getting we're pretty sure Jupaka got a ship scan, ended up with an 890. Tega may have gotten a ship scan and had lower drone health, had an 830. Astronomy Goon was an 810, probably getting ship scan and less drone swarms or sentry scrap. Wow, damn it. Sentry scrap than Tiga. Destinito is 790, again, probably continuing that trend. 770 is probably the start of the main line, because I know I got 2 scrap from my drone. Nox Sydney, Innocent, and Marvin scored a 770. Burning Ass Taco, Dano 416, Copper, myself, McTinkshi, and LB. Actually, sorry. Copper, myself, McTinkshi scored a 750. LB scored a 740. And I speculated, as well as Marvin, I believe, that he took some slime damage. Turns out he had different drone health and just got 1 strap from the sentry. So, that seems to be happening a lot more lately, too. Differing drone health. Not by a lot, but by a little bit. Throws things off, that's for sure. My headset is not on right now. I have Ship Surveyor, Decontaminate, and Sensor. So that should be interesting. We have 2 infestation types on a government B. That could be manageable. And let's see what we have today. We do... Nope, that's not a terminal. Government B, we do still have... Oh no, that's not good. Oh, we do have a terminal here, though. There is a defense in one of those rooms. I definitely hear Swarm. And here's the problem. Where do I go from here? Where I do think there were airlocks. I might be wrong on that, but I think there were other airlocks. There were not. One and 3 were already in the room, so they didn't get triggered for the nav. This is actually really troubling. Really the best I can do is open D5 and hope to get away. That might be the best that I can do. I might not have much option on that. That would be really bad, though. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. 7 minutes, so I don't have too long. If there's something that moves back and forth, if it's a sentry, that's manageable. Kind of. If it's something else, that's not. And the downside is, the R10 had a decent chance of getting hit, so I want to get in there quickly if possible. Alright, get the generator back. Is this the turret room? It is not. I didn't hear swarm, but that doesn't mean much. So far, the only one that I'm sure of is swarm. Alright, John's gonna do it. Okay, there's not going to be a terminal in a room with a defense. I've never seen that before. There's a drone down there. There's nothing else in here, so that's actually really good. For reasons. He's got another defense, which must be an R9. Stun and trap. Do we have a vent in here or anything? No? Okay. Let's get 3 in here. Let's go ahead and drop a sensor in this room just in case. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to leave 1 behind in here because I can get in and out of this room easily. But I'm going to gather this first. You had to do that, didn't you? You had to do that, John. Oh, son of a bitch. Seriously? Like I said, I'm going to let 1 sit on the ship for that spawn. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know why I'm in that room. Because this is a room with defense. That would have been a terrible idea. Okay. To that point, tow 3 to 2. Now 3 to R1. D9, D10, D5, D6. I do have something on that generator, so that's good. What did I have? Stun and trap. Trap's going to be a good one, potentially. Stun, I don't want to risk breaking it, so I'm going to leave it there for now. For the moment. Ice Splash. I don't know if you can hear. I don't know if the mic picks that up very well. Oh, she's in the room now, so yeah, that makes it a lot easier. Wow. Wow. Am I touching your head? Am I touching your head? She's just a screamer. Sounds weird every time I say it, so I will concede that point. It sounds like R6 is clear. I'm really anxious about this. The other thing is that asteroid strike is going to happen relatively soon. I think the warning was at 2 minutes. So it'll happen soon, and R8 is at risk. I just heard swarm. Which means there's a vent in R6. I think I'm actually done for this ship. 1 minute, 33% chance. Well, we know what that means. It's gonna be exploding. Swarm just spawned from that vent in R6. I wouldn't be surprised if we do have slime on this ship. Slime and swarm. How much do I want to chance this? That's the problem. I don't want to be near R6. You know what? I can do this from the other end. Okay, so it's clear for the moment, but if it has a vent, I'm not taking that chance. And I know it has a vent, because I did not hear that swarm until right before the 8 o'clock point. Or 8-minute mark. 8 o'clock. I also know that an asteroid strike is about to hit. They failed. Okay, I missed that. I'm going to open up D7. Maybe we have sentries. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well. I'm going to have to give this a good bit of time in order for that to work. With D15 open, we're really talking about taking a risk here. That said, I could find out. Actually, I don't need to open D7 to do that. Let's open D8 instead. I think by now a sentry would have gotten through, which is my other worry, because a leaper will almost never deviate from a room given the chance. So if it has 2 rooms to go back and forth, it'll almost never deviate. A trap will destroy... Oh, trap is manual. Shit, I almost forgot that. Door 13 is being attacked. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. So, right now, my only options are to try to get lucky with a... Try to get lucky in R6, which probably has the other generator, if I had to guess. That said, R4 could have for all it matters. The problem is a leaper will never deviate, or almost never deviate, from 2 rooms if it's going back and forth. So, I can't really use that. can't really use D8 as an indicator of anything. It's not a sentry, so the only other option is slime, and at this point, I can basically rule out slime. I've been on here long enough. I accidentally missed the slime time, so I can be pretty sure slime isn't involved. I'm gonna go ahead and leave 3 in this room. It gives me 2 ways out. Except I waited too long again. Yeah, I am absolutely certain that slime is not involved, which means leapers are involved. So, here's the possibilities, as I'm able to identify them. Maybe, there's a leaper in R7, moving between 7 and 4. Maybe there's a leaper in R2. I know I know that Swarm started in R3, and I know that R6 has a... Actually, let's leave 3 right here. I know 6 has a vent. It's currently clear, but that doesn't mean much. Yep, there's the vent. Now, I know when they can spawn. I have a good idea of that. It's usually about 20 seconds before the 2-minute mark. My headset is beeping. So, if another is going to spawn, it will spawn in about 30 seconds. Well, 25 now, or 15 now. And when that happens, I can move it out. I can move it back into the defense room. I'm going to give it a few extra seconds, just in case. Okay, I'm happy with that. There's 1 scrap, 2 scrap, 3, 4. That is going to terrify me every time. Here's what I want to do. I wish that I dropped a stun in there. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to take the stun. I'm going to go ahead and do it. I thought I just heard Swarm. I mean, I know I couldn't have because the sensor's not active, but... I do not like vents. I'm just gonna leave that stun there. And that's my other thinking, is I can possibly... Three is the most expendable, that's for sure. We'll see what happens right now. Just in case this is the last time I'm even gonna bother. Yeah. So, here's the deal. I can drop a stun. And probably check R4 quickly. I don't know what happens with stun and leapers, though. I'm pretty sure it's effective. And it's usually not as effective as long as my drone is going, but I don't know if the leap happens before or after. I don't know. Whew, I was not ready for that. There might be nothing moving back and forth. It could be an R2. It really could. Okay. The other problem with going into R4 is if it's something facing... If it's moving from R4 to R7, it's going to be facing my drone, and so it's going to take less time for it to attack. Okay, so there's good news and bad news. Yes, Knock, I'm breathing. This is me in a stressful moment. I think a lot. I think too much, and I'm thinking a lot about a leaper that might be moving back and forth between 7 and 4. Pretty sure I'm in the room right now. There seems to be nothing. That swarm is not doing anything to help ease my conscience. Alright, I'm going for it. Alright, I need to take a break from this. Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. No, I'm going to keep the stun on 3. Keep the stun on 3. Nothing's moved to R4 yet. R7. Okay, now or never. Two is on the way. Okay. This room is clear, has another generator. Door 16 no longer responding, door 11 being attacked. That shouldn't stay that way for long. Why is 2 not... 2 has no interest to me. None of these other rooms have interest to me. D7 is probably about to be hit. 50-50 chance. Yep, that's it. I will never know what that other infestation is, other than something. It could be Sentry. It could be a Sentry in R2. I will never find out. That's not true. I have a way that I can figure out. Actually, no, I don't. I can decontaminate. Well, it'll still work, I think. Will that prevent it from spreading? That's an interesting question. It does. Fantastic. Oh my god. Okay. I was about to call it off, but I have a solution. I have a solution. Because if it is Sentry in there... If it is Sentry in there, then it's dead. That's pretty certain. Actually, that's more than pretty certain. That's absolutely certain. I should have opened up to R3 first. That was a mistake. I could have killed that swarm. Probably, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't have been able to get it out of that cycle between... There is something I can do, but I won't like it. What did R7 power? I didn't actually even see that. Because that'll make a difference. It's not going to power 2. Wow, it's taking a little bit longer to switch between screens now, which is weird. Okay, so that powers 7, 6, and okay. So what I have to do... Can I drop a trap on it? Maybe. That'll be a lot of fast typing, very close proximity. That will not be pleasant. I have everything between the 3 drones. Let's get down to R7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stun right beside D2. I'm going to censor that room as well. Put a stun right by the door. Now I don't need these guys. Actually, that's not entirely true. Yep, Kyle, turn around. I'm gonna need the generator. You can keep the stun. John's gonna be the sacrificial on this, because he has the lowest health. If that means I can't do anything, that means I can't do anything. I can make this work, I think. If anything comes out of there... If anything comes out of there, then I know. If nothing comes out of there, it was a sentry, and it died by radiation. That's a leaper. This could take time. But at this point, I've already spent a half minute. Jesus, I am not doing time today. Oh man, I've already spent a half hour on this ship, which is a relatively small ship to spend a half hour on. I was being extremely cautious at the beginning because of slime, and I stumbled on words a lot and things like that. I think R2 is safe. I've given it a half minute. Leapers usually move eventually. I'm gonna give the stun back, take the generator. It was! Oh yes. Oh yes. Okay, the other thing that I think that I can do... Actually, I know I can do it. I know I can do this. I'm gonna put a stun right there. No, I'm not gonna put a stun right there. Oh, got stuck again. Put a stun right there. I'm gonna have this one as a backup. I'm gonna take trap. That should be good. I don't know why you did that. I mean, I would have assumed that there had been plenty of time to get 2 in there with 3. Because I should have put a sensor in there, and I did not. But that's my plan. Stupid though it may be, that is my plan. I want them all the way in the room, so that they'll definitely be within range of the trap. Will you actually go back, or are you going to get stuck on somebody? Okay, you're going back. Let's make sure you're out of the room. As soon as that sensor triggers off. I'm gonna have to wait longer. Which I don't like. I'm gonna put the trap, or the stun, further up here. Oh! Damn it. I'm in R2. Excellent. Boom. Boom. Alright, nothing else in here but another terminal. There's a possibility for that terminal to have something good, so... long drive around. Because either way, it's going to be a long drive. I'm either going to drive 2 up to R5, power D11, then drive 2 all the way back, or just drive 1 around. I can actually open D4. That probably won't change the pathing, will it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Interesting. Good to know. Just activates defense, which we only have the 1. That's fine. I don't need you anymore. Thank you. Let's start getting the doors closed up. I used some resources for that, but actually not really as much as I thought. And getting rid of the swarm could have been worth it. Very much could have been worth it. There could have been more in R3. But I think that's going to be really good for me. First off, I got 3 scrap from the sentry. Secondly, I got... anything else that I can close? No? Let's go ahead and get out of here. Secondly, I got the sentry at all. And I'm sure some people will have forgotten they had decontaminate. Some people would not have been lucky. I doubt people took this long. I took a long time on this ship, and ironically, I think every time that I take a long time on a ship, about the time that LB just started, and I was like, you take a long time, you need to speed up. I feel bad about that sometimes, because sometimes I do take longer, and... it's just my brand of thoroughness is all I'm going to say. And I'm not saying you have to rush through ships either. LB, Knock, any of you. Go at your own pace. And you know, basically the traps, the pitfalls, the dangers on a ship will be their own reward or curse. Today, I got lucky. R7 did not get vented to space. It didn't blow open doors. It didn't do any of that. If I'd been thinking through a little bit more clearly, I probably would have opened D8 and D19. Actually, I didn't need to open D8 and D19. I probably would just close D15. Because I could have opened D8 and D19 manually from R5. But it didn't come to that. I got lucky, didn't make that mistake. Or didn't have to make that mistake, however the tensing works. And had a good old time, ending with a score of 910. Picked up 12 scrap, 3 of that's from the sentry. 1 propulsion fuel, 1 jump fuel. Starting score was a 560, which is relatively generous. Picked up 1 drone with 2 upgrades, 1 of which did not break, and no ship upgrades. And so far, that is the top score. LB with an 820. That's got to be drone health. That's got to be drone health. Probably drone health and not picking up all the scrap from the sentry. There was 1 scrap in that room as well, so if you forgot about decontaminate, that would amount to 80 points. So if his starting health was 10 points lower than mine, and then he didn't get that scrap, that's 80 points. A Star Magoon scored 800. Well, that's just wrong. If a Star Magoon scored 800 and LB scored 820, I guarantee LB got the sentry. And so there might be an even bigger health differential. And Girthar scored a 405, and I'm just going to use this as my launching platform for what I always say. If Sentry... damn it. If Swarm are involved on a ship, there is a almost guaranteed chance that someone will score a 0. Not through their own failing, maybe through a small mistake, but they're just a pain in the ass. And they can easily wipe you out. So for now, if you haven't done your run yet, good luck. If you have, leave a comment. I'd love to hear of your own experiences on this ship and your own strategies for this ship. Hopefully you took a little bit less time than I did. I apologize for the length. But I didn't want to take any chances. Admittedly, I rarely want to take chances, so there's that. If you would like to see other playthroughs, you can check out Marvin, Copper, Deno416, LB, and Noxkitney, if I can say it correctly. Been saying it wrong for months now. He never said anything. Yeah, I have their playlists linked in the video description. If you enjoyed the video, do please like, and have a good day.